RC Willie has the perfect gift for everyone on your list. So start checking things off by coming in today.
Choose a gift your family will enjoy all year and save on a new TV. Top brands are in stock at prices you'll love. This 40-inch Samsung TV is only $249. Save on all 4K Ultra HD TVs, including this 55-inch TV, now $349. This deluxe play kitchen is just $39 with purchase. Wrap up your holidays with RC Willie. Your home, your way.
Is it a force of nature or a sales event? The Season of Audi sales event is here. Audi will cover your first month's lease payment on select models during the Season of Audi sales event.
The Good Feet Store, America's arch support experts at the Village at Meridian.
In the first half, that it looked like Aaron Rodgers has his swagger back. His swagger had a little limp to it in the first half, but what a half of football. The Green Bay Packers trying to string together wins, up 18 at the half.
We're watching a revolution.
Speak for yourself. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on FS1.
Hey, Mick. I just don't feel like we're on the same page. I'm practical. I need something that's going to go the distance.
I see. And what about you?
I want fun and fast. Something that makes me feel alive. Can we both get what we want?
Absolutely.
Rekindle your love of car shopping. Corwin Ford, family driven for over 100 years.
Hey, a special night of drama and music kicks off with the Empire Fall finale at a special time, 8/7 Central.
To the Empire!
Then, from executive producer Lee Daniels, don't miss the series premiere of your next TV obsession, Star. With Queen Latifah, Benjamin Bratt, and Lenny Kravitz. It's sizzling, glamorous, and packed with dazzling musical numbers.
Everyone wants to be a star.
The Empire Fall finale, followed by a special premiere of Star, Wednesday on Fox.
If we can reduce injury in automotive, hopefully we can do the same thing for synthetic turf. The goal is to reduce the forces that your body experiences from impact with the playing surface. The shock pad goes underneath the artificial turf and provides an additional layer of energy-absorbing capability. The technology is made out of resilient thermoplastic materials that buckle and then recover for the next impact. We see the potential for the product to be used everywhere from youth soccer to the NFL.
I love sales and I love helping people.
I'm looking for something new. I'm looking for something that's going to challenge me.
The thing I love the most is the fact I get a chance to help local business owners find solutions. It's really good to bring people's ideas to life.
The training that Raycom has is amazing.
I'm excited. I feel more confident about what I can do for the company and most important, what I can do for myself.
Good evening. Thanks for tuning in for this special Fox 9 halftime news update. I'm Karen Lair. Dense fog may be to blame for 11 accidents on I-84 last night on a 5-mile stretch in Canyon County. 2 of those accidents involved ISP patrol cars. We'll have more details tonight at 6 o'clock. Residents in a Boise apartment complex are still trying to adjust to normal life after a fire ripped through a building Saturday afternoon, leaving 1 person dead. Boise fire officials say burnout funds and the American Red Cross are assisting families affected by the 12-unit fire, and among those treated were pets. Tonight at 6 o'clock, advice for pet owners in the case of a fire. Plus, we joined the Caldwell Police Department as they patrol the community, taking the time to fit in a few good deeds, all while keeping law and order. We'll have that story for you as well tonight at 6 o'clock. And the fog has cleared out, the sunshine making a nice return. Time now to get a check of your Fox 9 forecast with Marissa Morrison.
That's right, Karen. Clear this afternoon. We saw some sunshine, even some blue sky in Boise, but the fog is expected to return tonight and stick around for your Monday morning commute. We'll get down to 28 degrees in Boise tonight with some fog, a chance of rain and snow starting tonight, sticking around through the Treasure Valley and into the Central Mountains for our Monday morning. By Tuesday, things should clear out a little bit, so a chance of some more sunshine on Tuesday, but cooler conditions on the way. For your Monday, a high of 34 degrees in Boise, 37 in Mountain Home. We have a chance of snow for Monday, clearer skies on Tuesday, and then snow returns midweek.
My name's Jerry, and I smoked for 30-plus years. I was elk hunting. My left arm and my left leg started tingling on me. I nearly died, and it was enough to wake me up. You know, being on the top side of the grass is a good alternative to smoking. I still hunt, and now it's getting time where the grandkids are going to start going, and I want to be there for that. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or visit projectfilter.org.
This is Truck Center. Larry H. Miller Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Boise is Southern Idaho's #1 volume Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram dealer. Check out a new Ram 1500 for best in class. For most valuable truck, get into a Ram 2500 heavy duty. All on sale during the Big Finish event, so you get the best price plus special finance rates, and you keep the rebates. Only at Larry H. Miller Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram at Franklin and Cole in Boise. DodgeBoise.com. Driven by you.
Hi, folks. Welcome to Grover. It's the store you've been hearing about for all your electric and plumbing needs. To find out why, let's go inside.
If you're looking for new ideas in indoor and outdoor lighting, we have a great selection. Faucets and more faucets. The latest styles. Perfect for your new home or remodel.
People, products, the whole package. When you're tired of lip service and you want real service, we're your store.
Test drive a Ram truck at Peterson Stampede during the Big Finish event and be automatically entered to win a Ram cave. It's a man cave, only better. Complete with a Ram, Grizzly cooler, a 65-inch big screen TV, and surround sound. Installed by Sight and Sound by Design. And if you buy a Ram, you'll get a big screen TV free. And with new 2016 half-ton Ram starting at 30% off, you win either way. So test drive a Ram at Peterson Stampede for a chance to win big.
The following are translators of KNIN TV.
I've played in more than 200 consecutive games. I've caught over 1,000 passes for over 11,000 yards. Had to block some of the toughest defensive ends in this league over the past 13 seasons. Done all that and more to earn this.
I found it on NFLshop.com. My mom got it for me.
The best place to get authentic NFL gear, NFLshop.com.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
First half moments brought to you by Head & Shoulders. First half moments brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Meanwhile, in this game, it's an 18-point affair. And a comparison of the two quarterbacks. It's been all world for Aaron Rodgers despite the limp. And it's been two first half interceptions for the first time for Russell Wilson in the regular season. In the still young career, he's only in his 5th year. He's got 54 wins. His win percentage is number 2 to Tom Brady. And his total victories over his first 5 seasons just 2 shy of Matt Ryan for the best beginning to a career ever. That's how good Russell Wilson has been, but he's got a big hill to climb here in the second half. If anybody's capable, Russell Wilson's history tells you he's the guy. Tyler Lockett on the return. Little room to run near side, and a good return brought down by Morgan Burnett. And a return for Lockett of 33 yards. Let's go down to Aaron.
Well, Joe, right behind me, Aaron Rodgers coming onto the field late. I actually asked his head coach, Mike McCarthy, what was wrong with him. He said, obviously, he's working through something. I don't want to reveal what it is, but he is working through it. As for Jared Cook, Mike McCarthy said it is not looking good for him. He will have an update for me in a minute. I asked Mike McCarthy why their offense, though, was doing so well against his defense. He said, we have to keep it simple because everybody is getting hurt, Joe.
Aaron, thanks. First play from scrimmage, second half. Russell Wilson flushed out, just flips it. That's a completion, and it's Rawls on the other end of it. Knocked down, but a gain of 7.
I'll follow up on Aaron's report on Aaron Rodgers. I watching him, you know, he had the hamstring. It was his left hamstring, if I remember correctly, and it's been bothering him, but it looks to me like it's something to do with his right side, and whether it's his foot, right hamstring, knee, something, but that's the area that I would think is what's bothering him. We'll see how it affects him. You know, certainly not able to be as mobile and do some of the things flushing out of the pocket that we saw from him early in this game.
Wilson out to his right. Pass is caught. Wilson got a hit on the end of the play, and Baldwin's got a first down.
And you showed the comparison between the two quarterbacks, and you know, Russell Wilson having a pretty pedestrian day against this secondary that has not been very good against really anyone this year. But Russell Wilson had his opportunities. He's had some chances for some big plays and has failed to connect on those, and then some shorter throws that would have advanced the chain. So more of that on some of his inaccuracies, more so than anything Green Bay's done defensively.
On first down, they do hand it to Rawls, and Rawls showing what he can do, gets 10. Knocked down by Ladarius Gunter. I know Packer fans don't want to hear it, but it was a 16-0 score at the half in that NFC Championship game 2 seasons ago in Seattle. And the incredible succession of events that happened, including a whiff on an onside kick recovery by Brandon Bostic, a tight end. And there was Seattle with an overtime touchdown throw to Jermaine Kearse, headed to the Super Bowl. Down 18 here today. And Rawls on first down gets 2.
Well, the one thing we do know, Joe, is Seattle's not going to panic. And there's a belief, and it all comes down from Pete Carroll. But Russell Wilson plays into that too. He's very positive. He always believes there's going to be an opportunity and somebody is going to make a play. This is early. It's the opening possession of the second half, and you know, they find ways to make plays seemingly, and as you said, nobody knows that better than the Green Bay Packers.
2nd and 8. Pass is caught. That's Reese. They're going to be happy to have this guy. They lost their normal fullback, Will Tukuafu. And Marcel Reese, it's not that often you get a 4-time Pro Bowl fullback. You started to go there, and then something else happened. He was a receiver at Washington in college, and Al Davis saw him and said, "You're my fullback," and he's become a Pro Bowl fullback.
Yeah, and Al Davis is one of those guys you just don't argue with when he tells you what position you're going to play. And heck, he had been out of football since September, and he hadn't even played in a game since December of last year.
Here's Rawls cutting it back, and a first down carry. Survives a hit down at the 20. And he went right through Demarius Randall, a gain of 15.
Well, we talk about Thomas Rawls and how tough he is, and he looks for contact. Yeah, he goes right over the top of Demarius Randall, and I wouldn't want to be out there trying to make a tackle on him. They're happy to have him back healthy, and he's, like I said earlier, he's one of the main reasons, one of the number of guys who have gotten healthy that have given this offense a lot of optimism going forward, but it's been a tough fight here in this game.
Little play action, pass to the end zone, incomplete. Jimmy Graham was the target. Aaron, what's up?
Well, another guy people are excited about having back was Jared Cook, and we see him walking back on the field late. Guys, he is done for the day with a chest injury.
Well, that's a big weapon, especially taking on a Seattle defense that doesn't have Earl Thomas. You would think throws down the middle, that's where Cook would operate. Without Thomas, that'd be a big advantage, but he's out.
Yeah, some of those seam routes, and that's the one thing we've not seen that I expected to see maybe a little bit more trying to test Stephen Terrell.
Here's one left side, and pass is picked off by Rollins. Kearse was the intended target, and that is interception number 3. And let's take a look at the coverage.
I think Ladarius Gunter got away with one. There was contact prior to the ball arriving. They don't get the call.
Another pick for Wilson.
So can I redeem my Rapid Rewards points at any time?
Any way you want it, that's the way you Thanksgiving. 4th of July? Yes to any seat, any day, anytime, just the way you want it. That's transparency.
In life, you have to adapt to your environment. That's why Jaguar's instinctive all-wheel drive system constantly monitors the road surface and driver inputs hundreds of times every second. Outstanding performance all year round. Jaguar all-wheel drive.
For great offers, visit your local Jaguar retailer during the Unwrap a Jaguar sales event.
Papa John's scouting report on this season's best new prospect? Thick, cheesy, and golden brown. Papa John's new pan pizza. Try a 3-topping for $10 and a 2-liter Pepsi for $2.
Papa John's, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL.
So my daughter tells me you don't eat meat.
Nope.
Vizio 60-inch 4K Ultra HD TV with Google Cast, $678. Save money, live better. Walmart.
Today's game is sponsored by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. By FedEx. How the holidays arrive. And by Walmart. Celebrate the holidays with Walmart. Find gifts, groceries, and fast checkouts.
Well, a 3-interception day for Russell Wilson. And this last one we'll take another look at. Troy talked about maybe Green Bay got away with one there. We'll check in with our rules expert and our security blanket back in Los Angeles, Mike Pereira, when we get a chance here to go through that play. Meanwhile, the Packers take over at the 20. Defense has played terrific for Mike McCarthy today. Nelson was down at the bottom, and Randall Cobb gets it on the handoff. There you go. You were calling for that earlier, and now a flag is down on the near sideline. It's against Seattle.
Personal foul, grasping the face mask, number 57 defense. 15 yards, first down.
That's against Mike Morgan, who was iffy with a bad hip. Gets called for a face mask foul, and that will bring the ball all the way out to the 35. Here's the penalty, 57.
There he is right here at the bottom of the screen.
You got Joe Carriage.
Yeah, which had nothing to do with the play either, but he definitely got a hold. It was a good pickup by the officials.
Still waiting on Mike Pereira when we get a chance. First down, Green Bay, up by 18. Another broken play. The two fullbacks were in there, Carriage and Ripkowski. And Rodgers just spun around and went down, a loss of 2. Mike Pereira, what'd you see on that interception? Was that a pass interference or a good no call?
You know, Joe, I think it's a good no call. I also think it's probably why it's good the pass interference is not reviewable, because defender has inside leverage, turns around as the ball gets there. Receiver puts his arms out on his shoulders. I think you let them fight their way downfield, and I think that was a good decision not to call interference.
Mild protest well after the play put up by Pete Carroll. We showed you there. It goes down as another takeaway, 3-0 in that category in Montgomery. And now the Seattle defense trying to get after it. Tony McDaniel makes the play and a loss of 4, and Seattle's D has got to step it up.
Yeah, they do. They need to start flexing their muscle, as we've seen from them so many times. And Tony McDaniel makes a nice play past Lane Taylor, the left guard. But to go back to Mike and the interception, just another missed opportunity for Seattle to try to come away with some points. They had a nice drive going. The interception before the end of the half, they had a nice drive going. And Russell Wilson has the interception to Demarius Randall there. So just have not been able to finish off some key drives.
Here's a third down play. It's Montgomery, and Montgomery has got nowhere to go. Out of bounds. Forced out by Shed. It's 4th down, and Seattle will get the ball right back.
You got TJ Lang. He's slow to get up right now. Of course, he's missed a number of games. He returned this evening.
He and Frank Clark are getting into it. Meanwhile, the play clock is winding down. It's already at 15. So the Packers have to hurry a bit here, and Lang's got to get off the field. And now they just reset the play clock. So Shum will punt, and Tyler Lockett waits for it. Line drive punt, not very good. And it goes backward, tapped down by Micah Hyde. But good starting field position, decent outside their own 30 for Seattle. And Russell Wilson down 18.
Wow, you're really festive? Well, this time of year, there's plenty to be festive about. Like what?
You smell like nutmeg.
Like the Hyundai Holiday Sales Event. It's your last chance of the year to save big on every new Hyundai.
Oh, I'm feeling more festive already.
Wait, did you say save big?
Yep.
Oh, I think I hear holiday music now. Oh, no, that's just my ringtone.
Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. This is just one of the reasons to buy now. Get up to $2,500 off the new Sonata during Hyundai holidays.
Santa's my favorite friend. He's a big elf. He has a big tummy. It's a little factory out there that make toys and stuff. Big sled with reindeers pulling on it. He goes down your chimney when you're asleep. Kind of like a robbery, but it's not.
All right, we're gonna take you for the tour. First floor, bun. Second floor, 2 patties. Third floor, penthouse, 6 strips of bacon, sesame seed roof. Sunset.
Try the new Bacon King with a half pound of beef and 6 strips of crispy bacon. It's truly the Bacon King, only at Burger King.
Don't miss the Empire Fall finale at a special time, 8/7 Central on Fox.
The Seattle Seahawks have not won here at Lambeau since 1999. 7-9 all-time record against Green Bay. 1-2 in the postseason. 1-7 overall here. Down by 18, starting at their own 33. And a handoff is to Rawls. A flag came down. It looked like the nose tackle came across early. We'll see if that was the call.
Offside, number 97, defense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Yeah, there was movement up front, and this time they get Kenny Clark for coming across early. Watch him shoot across just before the snap.
Kenny Clark, one of those young players out of UCLA that has had a nice rookie season. I know Mike Daniels sure thinks a lot of him, a young player as he came into this league, but he's gotten better each week. He's got a bright future for this defense.
Play action from Wilson, steps up, takes off, and slides down short of the first down. Tuesday, the Big East College hoops excitement reaches a whole new level with #1 Villanova. It's the court against Temple. The action tips off Tuesday night at 7 Eastern on FS1. And a former star on the hardwood, Jimmy Graham, been thrown to 3 times, no catches. That's hard to believe.
It is hard to believe. He's had himself a nice year. Yeah, they found some things coming off that injury last year. They got him more and more acclimated within the offense and done a lot of nice things, but have not been able to get him involved here in this game.
2nd and 2. Wilson finds a man, and it's another pick off the chest of Baldwin. Intercepted by Randall, and a nightmare for Russell Wilson at Lambeau Field. one's on Baldwin.
Yeah, I'll say. And it hits him right between the numbers, and he has a chance to make a play. Demarius Randall even goes down, and he is able to come up and make a play on it. And actually, not between the numbers, hits him right in the helmet, right through his hands. And Demarius Randall, who falls down himself, he just stays with it and makes a play on the ball. And not a good night for this Seattle offense, and just too many turnovers and too many short fields for this Green Bay offense.
Russell Wilson now with 9 interceptions in 5 games against the Packers, regular season and postseason. And there's the day. 4 interceptions. And that one not on him. But some missed receivers as well along the way for Wilson. One of the game stars. Preston Michael in the backfield. Rodgers stays upright and finds Nelson. And now a Seattle Seahawk is slow to get up. An 18-yard completion. Cliff Averill can't get to his feet.
We'll take a look and make sure that Jordy Nelson is able to secure the catch, but
and now they're saying incomplete. Going to the ground.
They get pressure with Cliff Averill. He's the one who's down on the ground, and that's something they just have not been able to do against Rodgers. They've not been able to get pressure on him. And take another look at the end of this play. From Jordy Nelson, the ball comes out as he's going through the catch, and they rule that it's incomplete. But this defense just throughout this game they've not, even now with a limited mobility in Aaron Rodgers, they've just not been able to get to him and apply any type of pressure to disrupt him.
Initially they said pass was complete. Another official came in when that ball popped out, when Nelson went to the ground on the sideline and said incomplete. No argument from Nelson. Looked like the proper overrule and call, and now 2nd and 10. And Averill's on the sideline. We saw Ty Montgomery injured a bit earlier, and now he's back. All this was going on, and Aaron Rodgers.
Just business as usual.
Pete Carroll is hopeful that his defense can come away with a turnover. 4 Seattle turnovers, none for Green Bay. The story of this game. Now flags at the start of the play. And they pick it up as it looks like maybe Mike McCarthy called a timeout. A lot of standing around, and now Mike McCarthy through
Green
the
Bay
challenge
is challenging
flag.
the ruling on the field of an incomplete pass.
Well, Nelson didn't complain, but Mike McCarthy wants another look. He's in the air. He's going to the ground. Ball comes out. We do not think Green Bay wins the challenge.
It's the holidays at Verizon, and the best deals are on the best network. With no surprise overages, you can use your data worry-free, and even carry over the data you don't use. And right now, get 4 lines and 20 gigs for only $40 per line. You'll even get the Samsung Galaxy S7, the Pixel, Phone by Google, or the Moto Z Droid for only $10 per month. Hurry, these offers end soon. Get the best deals and the best network, only on Verizon.
He's coming. Who? The guy we answer to.
Your father is one of the most powerful men in the Reich. Why not take advantage of his position?
What have you done?
Everything I do it for the family.
John Smith, their top target. I'm not an assassin.
Everything will be fine.
Once you get in the Army, you hear the term Ranger, and you look at it as the highest standards. I was extremely proud to be part of the 1st Ranger Battalion. When I was deployed, I knew that USAA was taking care of my wife when she was back home. And now I know with my son, the USA will continue to provide the insurance and protection we need.
They always say, you've served your country, so we're here to serve you.
My name is Alejandro Villanueva, and I'm a USA member for life.
Call USAA today to talk about your insurance needs.
Every moment is a chance to delight. Kay Jewelers is the place to discover the perfect gift. The one and only museum dial, envisioned in Movado Esperanza, meant to be shared, loved.
Movado Esperanza, now at Kay, the #1 jewelry store in America.
Today's game is sponsored by Verizon. It's always a great gift on Verizon.
Here's the call.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is confirmed. The pass is incomplete. The receiver was going to the ground and did not maintain possession. Green Bay will be charged with their first team timeout.
Mike Pereira, take us through it.
Well, here's the issue. Jordy goes airborne, comes down. As soon as his second foot hits the ground, he's contacted. That takes him to the ground, and he has to hold on to it after he hits the ground, which he doesn't.
So a challenge that I think caught everybody by surprise, and that will cost Mike McCarthy a timeout. Packers have one challenge left. It's 2nd and 10. Ball at the 32. So inside field goal range for Crosby already. Rodgers backs up as he throws, finds Adams, and Adams runs into Cam Chancellor. 3rd down coming up in the turnover battle. That tells the story. You see the turnovers, points off. It's 3rd down and 6 here.
Yeah, what also tells the story is the job that this offensive line has done throughout this game, really all season long. They've been amazing in pass protection, and they have been really good. We talked about Seattle the last 2 weeks not being able to get sacks. They just have not really been able to get near Aaron Rodgers in this game, and he's been able to carve them up.
Pass is caught by Adams, and Adams has got a 1st down. Deshaun Shedd in coverage and a gain of 8.
They've pretty much been going after Deshaun Shedd throughout this game, and Davante Adams, we've seen him get deep and have some opportunities, but these moves right there at the top of the route, the suddenness of coming back, getting out of the breaks, that's how you create the separation in running routes, and that's what Aaron Rodgers has really appreciated the most in him, is some of the sudden movements that he has that are just subtle within a route, but it's the difference in creating separation for your quarterback and then being covered.
What a 7-game run Adams has been on, over 100 yards for the day. Here's Montgomery. Ty Montgomery takes it inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 6, and these have not been easy yards at times, but Montgomery does not mind the contact.
No, he doesn't at all. That was a good run, and he's just gotten more and more comfortable with what he's seen. And I'm pretty amazed by it. I think it's an incredible transition to go from playing wide receiver to carrying the football in the National Football League at the tailback position. And Aaron Rodgers thought, even before they made the move, that he would make an excellent running back, and he's been good.
Rodgers all day. Incomplete. The Seahawks are working their way toward their 3rd straight game without a sack, which would be the first time in franchise history. And again, to heap more praise on the offensive line for the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, and we've seen it other times. Remember that playoff game for Aaron Rodgers against the Dallas Cowboys when he couldn't hardly move? There was questions as to whether or not he would even play in that game. He's only been hit 3 times, knocked down twice, but he's able to manage the injury. And even that last play, typically he would scramble out, buy more time, and give his players an opportunity. He's unable to do that. He's pretty much isolated to the pocket right now.
Big 3rd down here. This one is caught, and a flag for the hit. K.J. Wright delivered the hit on Richard Rodgers, and somehow Rodgers hung on. And then the flags for the hit. Man,
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 50 of the defense, half the distance to the goal, first down.
You could see Mike Pereira confirming this is a good call from back in L.A. A defenseless player, and it was the head that snapped back first for Richard Rodgers.
Well, you're just glad that Richard Rodgers got up. That was a big time hit, and right to the head. And you're right, hanging on to the football was impressive enough. You're just happy that he's okay and he's able to get up and continue to play.
And then he's watching it up on the video board. Meanwhile, with the injury to Jared Cook, who's out for the rest of the game, Rodgers is the only tight end left, and he's down at the bottom here.
Yeah, they've used that matchup before when Cook lined up out there, and that's Deshaun Shedd, who they've gone after in this game.
First and goal. Rodgers, end zone, pass. Caught for the touchdown, Jordy Nelson. His second of the day.
Well, initially they're trying to get the ball to Richard Rodgers, and there was some confusion down there at the bottom as Rodgers collides there inside with Jordy Nelson, and so Aaron Rodgers just keeping the play alive. You see him start to his left, he steps up in the pocket, and no inside pressure whatsoever allows Jordy Nelson to free himself up, works back towards the pylon knowing his quarterback is looking for him. It's all a product of great protection up front by that offensive line.
What a catch by Nelson. What a game by Aaron Rodgers. Crosby for the extra point. And it's 28-3, and it started with the interception. Off the helmet of Doug Baldwin. Into the air and picked by Demarius Randall. And Aaron Rodgers celebrating another touchdown. 28-3 pack.
Looking for gifts that'll make your tech-hungry family freak out? Come to the Apple Shop at Best Buy, where a blue shirt will make it easy to find amazing Apple gifts for everyone on your list, including the latest iPhone. Why, if we made the holidays any easier, robots would handle your small talk.
So, my brother fell down the well, and I married her.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Oh man, you are so funny.
Holiday gifting made easy at Best Buy.
Third time's a charm.
Boom. Yes. 23rd time is the charm, Cliff.
Yeah, you showed me. Yes, you did.
This must be how Odell Beckham feels when he scores a game-winning touchdown.
This must be how Shelley felt when she won that purple bear. Pepsi.
I just see a black screen.
What are you looking at?
Crazy stuff, man. You gotta see this.
Hey, what ain't it? It's like some 3D virtual world. Can I see?
Ooh, yeah.
Look at the moon.
Give your home the gift of huge holiday deals right now at Lowe's, like this Cobalt 175-piece mechanics tool set for only $99. Plus, get this DeWalt 20-volt max brushless drill with soft case for only $119. Save on everything you need to make your home happy at Lowe's.
The Packers play like this, there isn't a team in the NFC that wants any part of what we're seeing here today, taking on a good Seattle team that is a win away from clinching the NFC West. That seems to be a foregone conclusion. Statistically, for Russell Wilson, there's the day. 4 interceptions. The last one not really on him at all. He's missed a couple of wide open receivers. You can see Wilson trying to pump up the guys on the sideline, but it is a 25-point game. And with a loss here, Seattle does fall out of the #2 seed in the NFC playoff picture. We'll get into that as we go. Here's Lockett. Able to cross the 30. And so now Russell Wilson will head back to work. I'm Joe Buck along with the Hall of Famer Troy Aikman. And man, this is really some kind of exhibition being put on by the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, it's been impressive. You know, I mean, they were on a 2-game win streak coming into this game, and then they're facing a really good defensive team that just simply does not give up points. Nobody has scored more than 3 touchdowns against this defense, and yet the Packers had that in the first half, and they have done an excellent job protecting a limited mobility quarterback in Aaron Rodgers, and he's been on his game. And you're right, when he's healthy and he's on, this is a tough team to beat.
Wilson's going to be sacked again, ball out. And they're going to say, while Coleman is, that Wilson was down. Dayton Jones ripped it out. And the left knee was down before the ball came out.
Yeah, pretty close there. But right now, the Packers, they know what the situation is. And with the score 28-3, and they got to start creating some big plays. And they're going to pin their ears back, and Dom Capers is going to have these guys coming after him. We saw Julius Peppers. He's out there on the field, and no Clay Matthews right now. He's been limited throughout much of this game, but they know that the Seahawks are going to have to start throwing the ball virtually on every down to get back in it.
Flag is down.
Delay of the game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
So another one on Russell Wilson. A lot of movement at the line of scrimmage with the Packers coming across and able to get back on side. And the play clock expires on number 3. Coming off 3 straight possessions with interceptions at the end of them. 2nd and 18. Wilson. That's Luke Wilson, the tight end. Gets the hit and takes it out to the 34. Quentin Rollins on the tackle, a gain of 11.
Well, Dayton Jones, he comes around the corner and he takes, right here at the bottom, he takes out Russell Wilson right at the end of this play. These guys, these pass rushers, they know when there's blood in the water, and they know that right now the Seahawks have to throw it. They're going to try to get some numbers of their own, and you see the number of times that Russell Wilson has been hit and knocked down in this game.
Third down and 7. Pass is dropped again. Tyler Lockett may not have been able to make a move for the first down anyway, but that's a couple of drops now on Seattle. That was right into his chest.
An opportunity, I think you're right. Ladarius Gunner, who, as I said earlier in this game, he came in as the 4th corner to start the season. Sam Shields goes down after week 1, and Demarius Randall's out for a period of time. Quentin Rollins, and he's been the main guy. He's been the only guy who's been there each and every week. He was there in position. Even if Lockett catches that ball, I don't think he picks up the first down.
Ryan hits a knuckleball. Somehow Micah Hyde catches it. Flag is down, and Hyde is out at the 35. The question about Seattle, and the call is for a hold here, is who are they? You know, they had the terrible game at Tampa Bay, albeit without their center, Justin Britt.
Third and return. Holding number 28, return team. 10-yard penalty. First down.
This is against Josh Hawkins. Then they had a season-high 534 Seattle did last week against Carolina. There's the hold. But today, no good in Green Bay and down 25.
With your replaced windows. Leave him! Leave him!
Brick and mortar, what?
When you bundle home and auto insurance with Progressive, you get more than a big discount.
What'd you get for bundling home and auto?
Jamie! You get sneaky good coverage.
Thanks. We're gonna live forever!
When I was a little kid, I made a deal with myself that I would never grow up.
We met when we were very young. I was 17, he was 18.
We made the movie, The Book of Life. We started doing animation. With a Surface Book, you can actually draw on the screen.
So crisp. I love it.
It's almost like this super powerful computer, and a tablet had the perfect baby. It's a typewriter for writing scripts. It's a sketchbook for sketches. It's a canvas for painting. You can't do that on a Mac.
You love all-day breakfast, but you don't love that you can't get all your favorites. But now you can get more of what you love, so you can find something else to not love, like hearing the sound of your own voice. Get more choices you love, now with all-day breakfast.
America's Game of the Week continues here at Lambeau Field, and the Green Bay Packers have had all the fun, 28-3. The Seahawks, 3 games with fewer than 10 points this season, and this kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier about who and what are they offensively. The last 2 road games have been terrible, at Tampa Bay and now here at Green Bay. Here's Christian Michael. Michael on first down gets 8. Small screen, stadium-sized content. Watch live local Sunday games on your smartphone with NFL Mobile. Troy, we haven't talked a lot about the loss of Earl Thomas, who's on IR with a fractured tibia. He suffered in the first half last week at home against Carolina. Arguably the best safety in the game with his range and all that he does. They are really going to miss him.
Well, there's no doubt that they definitely miss it. You don't replace Earl Thomas. I think what Green Bay's been able to do, Earl Thomas does not impact those plays.
Here's Michael trying to pick up a first down, and he does. Here's the injury last week against Carolina.
Yeah, but you see the range, even on this injury that he has, that Earl Thomas has when he comes over and he makes a play. Now, the throws that Aaron Rodgers has been able to make today have not been up the seam, which is really where Earl Thomas would be making an impact. Sometimes he would be able to get over the top on the outside throws, but nothing I've seen today would change with Earl Thomas being in the game. Having said that, Earl definitely brings an attitude to this defense that could be impacting them. They've never given up, as I said, more than 3 touchdowns in a game all season. Now, they haven't faced Aaron Rodgers this year either, but this is a different looking defense from the one we've seen most of this year.
Here's Michael, gets a yard. Cliff Averill up to make the stop. And to give you the playoff picture, a loss here for the Seattle Seahawks slips them out of that first round bye territory. They would go down to the number 3 seed. And you look at Atlanta, they are well on their way to a victory in Los Angeles. That game was just ugly, but they would be a number 3 seed. Now there's a long way to go. There are 3 more games to be played, and Detroit got some bad news on the throwing hand of Matthew Stafford after their win over Chicago, and their schedule is tough the rest of the way. Seattle's is not. Down goes Aaron Rodgers. And there's the first sack in 3 games for Seattle. It belongs to Ataba Rubin.
Yeah, that's a shame by TJ Lang, because he was actually in good pass protection. It was just time ran out, and it gives up the sack, but
time runs out on quarter number 3. It'll be 3rd down and long for Green Bay when we come back after this from your local Fox station.
Paige Van Sant takes on Michelle Watterson. UFC Fight Night, Saturday at 8 Eastern. Free and only on Fox.
The most magical time of the year is also the perfect time to take home a new Honda. Like the Accord, the best-selling car in America. Hurry into the Happy Honda Day sales event, only at your Honda dealer.
Celebrate seasons of savings with Cable One high-speed internet. Get the speed you need at a price you'll love. 100 megs, just $35 a month. Call 855-808-2737. Capture the magic on multiple devices. Give your family the gift of speed. 100 megs, $35 a month. It's a great time of year to switch and save. Call 855-808-2737. Cable One, the face of fast.
When you experience Corwin Ford, you'll see why people find it refreshing and enjoyable. Step onto our lot or stop into our showroom and you'll experience no-pressure service, modern facilities, an enjoyable place for everyone, and Corwin Ford's drive to give you the best possible car buying experience. Corwin Ford, family-driven for over 100 years. Shop us online at corwinfordnampa.com.
Brought to you in part by Pacific Recycling and Pacific Steel in the Treasure Valley.
Fourth quarter begins. Aaron Rodgers getting worse and worse physically as we go. Now he just suffered his first sack, and it took him a while to get down to the other end of the field. You wouldn't know it by the numbers. The passer rating is not too far away from perfect, but he doesn't feel perfect, and a big part of his game and his arsenal is gone, and that is his ability to run. 3rd and 17 here. He just shovels it to Montgomery. He's got blockers in front of him, and a good play. Wagner and Chancellor to avoid a first down.
Well, you're not kidding. I mean, Ty Montgomery had the ball. It looked like he was going to pick up that first down with ease. Cam Chancellor got to where the first down was, and he just rocks Montgomery completely backwards with Montgomery at full speed. Wow, that tells you how tough Cam Chancellor is.
Second-year pro Jacob Shum to punt on 4th and 1. It's 3rd and 17. They got 16. And now they act like they're going to fake it. Ty Montgomery went up under center at a timeout. If nothing else, it forces Seattle to use a timeout.
Team timeout. Seattle.
And there's Rodgers after that 3rd down catch and run by Montgomery, getting over to the sideline.
Yeah, and you can tell it's the right leg, you know, so it's opposite the hamstring that had been giving him some problems. And I don't know, when you get out here and you're playing, Joe, and you have an injury like that, and the adrenaline's going, and you're warmed up, and you play through a lot, and you just wonder, you know, just what the injury is and how he's going to feel once he cools off and wakes up tomorrow.
Well, the Packers going forward are at Chicago, at home against the Vikings, and that's on Christmas Eve. And then week 17 at Detroit. And that NFC North is still there for him if they get a little bit of help. Good punt here by Shum, his best of the day. He avoids the return by Lockett, drilled a spiral that went out of bounds, and they will mark it at just outside the 17. 49-yard punt. Seattle has it down 25.
For me?
Oh my.
What is it?
It's Samsung Gear VR.
You put it in there? Push the play button.
This is crazy.
Oh my
Oh. You gotta try this.
Welcome to Rogue One.
In 5 days,
Ready?
light it up. The wait, it started, is over.
The time to fight is now.
Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Rated PG-13. In theaters and IMAX 3D Friday. Get your tickets now.
I got you something that's strong and will never crack under pressure. Like us.
At Jared, we only sell one piece of jewelry for the holidays. The watch that tells him more than just the time. And it's waiting for you. At Jared.
Abracadabra. Alakazam. Hocus pocus.
Google, what's the magic word?
The magic word is please.
Please.
They say the best gifts come from the heart. Nope, they come from the stomach. Give the gift of quality time with an Applebee's gift card and receive a $10 bonus card for yourself. Only at Applebee's.
Today's game is sponsored by Samsung Pay. Turn your phone into your wallet.
Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, presented by Nationwide, recognizes NFL players who have made a significant impact on both the game and in their communities. Each NFL team nominates one player for the award, with the winner being announced at the NFL Honors Awards show airing on Fox the night before the Super Bowl. This year's nominee for the Seahawks, Cliff Averill. The Packers is Jaron Elliott. To learn about all of this year's nominees, visit NFL.com/Man of the Year. Now you see Aaron, and now you don't. Into the magic booth. Little tent down there on the sideline, which is a nice addition to an NFL sideline over the years. Here's Wilson out to his right, goes back across the field and finds Baldwin for a gain of 8.
Well, there's some, I guess, at home that would probably think with the score 28-3 and the quarterback Rodgers banged up, just how much longer are you going to see him? But you know, this is a dangerous team, the Seattle team, and you know, based on what we've talked about already and in the other game, the championship game, they're not going to take any chances. I think they get halfway through this fourth quarter before they start trying to make any changes at that position.
It's been a tough day for Russell Wilson. Pass incomplete here on second down, and it'll be third down. You see the pressure, the hits, the sacks. He's been sacked a couple of times, but he's been under fire, and he's thrown 4 interceptions in this game and missed a couple of open targets.
Yeah, and I think Dom Capers and this defense, you know, are to be applauded for the job that they've done. Like we said, this is an offense that, you know, 3 of the last 4 weeks they've been outstanding. They've held up well against them today.
Here's a pass for a first down caught by Alex Collins. And there's Julius Peppers in the middle of that play. Gain of 6. Here's Kurt with a game break.
Well, the Vic Beasley Awakening Tour continues. 3 sacks today. He's tied for the league lead at 13.5, and this one is a strip sack for a touchdown against the Rams. 42-0 Atlanta leads it right now. Joe?
Kurt, thanks. First down here. Pass is high for Curse. And Russell Wilson's been just a little bit off all afternoon and evening. 2nd and 10.
Had a defensive lineman kind of in the throwing lane there. I don't know if that's why it sailed on him or not, but he's missed some throws. Sometimes these conditions, it's difficult to get a good grip on these balls when they're as cold as what they are. And I don't know if if the weather has had an impact on his ability to grip it and throw it as accurately as he's capable of, but he's missed a lot of throws.
2nd and 10, down he goes. Jaron Elliott. The Walter Payton Man of the Year announcement for the Green Bay Packers onto the back of Russell Wilson.
Well, Jaron Elliott, he's going against George Fant, the undrafted rookie at left tackle. And one area where Fant has struggled is against some speed rushers, you know, on that left side. And Fant just creates no obstacle whatsoever for Elliott. He drills Russell Wilson.
First sack of the year for Elliott. Now Wilson on 3rd down throws and somehow gets it into Tyler Lockett. It'll be short of a first down, but the Seahawks are going to have to go for it on 4th.
This time they got Alex Collins right here, and he's going to give a little bit of help. Bevel says we can't allow that on the backside of my quarterback, and so they help him, and they're able to complete the pass. And of course, down 28-3. There's no decision to be made here, going for it on 4th down.
Wilson throws it away. It's 4th down, and the Seahawks turn it over on downs. Big pressure on the play by Clay Matthews. Christian Ringo, who came on the field late, would push up the middle, and Matthews off the edge. And the Packers take over up 25.
Will your business be ready when growth presents itself? American Express Open Cards can help you take on a new job. Or fill a big order. Or expand your office and take on whatever comes next. Find out how American Express cards and services can help prepare you for growth at open.com.
I created Open Hearts to be a universal symbol of giving and receiving love, even in the most difficult of times. And my Open Hearts collection at Kay Jewelers is the perfect gift for the person in your life with an open heart.
Every kiss begins with Kay.
It's your TV. Take it with you. With DirecTV and AT&T, stream live TV anywhere, data free. Join DirecTV today, starting at $35 a month. No extra monthly fees.
This Christmas, ready, set, sing.
I got the oil black tiger. All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
Rated PG.
Some people, no matter what they were born into, were meant to be so much more.
We got the makings of a supergroup.
Whose love is the tightest, whose kiss is the nicest. Whose touch is the rightest.
This is your dream. This is my dream for us.
What you get is what you see. And I bring me.
Star special premiere Wednesday after the Empire Fall finale starting at 8 on Fox.
Well, Aaron Rodgers' day, it appears, is finished. And here is Brett Hundley. 5th-round pick last year from UCLA. He's been a preseason star. Gets a chance to play a little bit here against a good Seattle defense. The score and maybe the lower body and whatever injury is bothering Aaron Rodgers dictating this move as Kristen Michael carries over the right side for 2. And now flag at the end of it. More post-play stuff from the Seattle Seahawks, it appears, and Averill is screaming at somebody in the Green Bay huddle. Here's Walt Coleman.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 56 defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Trying to calm down Cliff Averill. And he was a Walter Payton Man of the Year Award nominee on the other side.
Right now, though, Joe, if I'm a Packers fan, I'd be a little bit concerned about Aaron Rodgers. You know, with 11 minutes to play and the fact that they've taken him out of the game. You know, if this was a hamstring and you can hand off and still throw from within the pocket, I think he would still be in the game. I just think there's a lot of time on the clock, and so the fact that he's not in the game, I would be concerned.
50,
but
50, 50.
I guess we'll find that out in time. But you know, nevertheless, Brett Hundley, he gets his opportunity. He's got to know the situation, and clearly they're going to be conservative with it. But he's got to be smart with the football when he throws.
Here's Michael left side. It could have helped the situation a little bit that the Green Bay Packers took over after 4th down incompletion at the Seattle 39-yard line. But this is the day for Aaron Rodgers. And he's been limping around, and it's gotten worse as we've gone forward in this game. He's obviously been bothered by the bad left hamstring, but I think you're right in looking at that, determining that it's something on the right side for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, and I know in visiting with him yesterday and asking him specifically about the hamstring, he said that he was good to go, and he didn't say much anyway when it comes to injuries, but he acted like the hamstring was not an issue whatsoever.
Play action, Hundley going to put it up, and he throws incomplete. Ripkowski was the closest one to him. Davante Adams was beyond Ripkowski. It's 3rd and 8. This guy can move. He is a UCLA quarterback that was drafted to be a Green Bay Packer. I'm standing next to a UCLA quarterback that was almost drafted to be a Green Bay Packer back in 1989.
Yep, came down to the last week of the season back in 1988. Magic Man Mikowski was the quarterback, and they went to Arizona. In fact, I was at that game. The Packers won that game. The Cowboys lost their last game of the season, and the Cowboys got the pick.
3rd down and 8. Hundley, end zone. Adams incomplete. Sherman defending. With 10:32, the field goal unit comes on. Here's that 1989 draft and the first 5 picks. Tony Mandarich ended up here in Green Bay. That didn't go well. Barry Sanders, Derek Thomas, Deion Sanders. An old 8-ball sitting on top of them all.
Well, Lindy Infante was the head coach in Green Bay at the time, and he told me, in fact, he made a visit to California, told me if the Packers had the #1 pick, they were taking me, and a lot of things might have changed if that had happened.
You love throwing a wet ball.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
38-yard field goal by Crosby. The lead 28 for Mike McCarthy.
I'm Thomas, and I quit smoking with Chantix. To think, after 25 years of smoking, I haven't had to pick up a cigarette. It's such a relief. It's a completely amazing feeling.
Along with support, Chantix Varenicline is proven to help people quit smoking.
My urge to smoke just faded off.
Some people had changes in behavior, thinking or mood, hostility, agitation, depressed mood, and suicidal thoughts or actions while taking or after stopping Chantix. Some reported seizures or sleepwalking with Chantix. If you have any of these, stop Chantix and call your doctor right away. Tell your doctor about any history of mental health problems, which could get worse, or of seizures. Don't take Chantix if you've had a serious allergic or skin reaction to it. If you have these, stop Chantix and call your doctor right away, as some can be life-threatening. Tell your doctor if you have heart or blood vessel problems or develop new or worse symptoms. Get medical help right away if you have symptoms of a heart attack or stroke. Decrease alcohol use while taking Chantix. Use caution driving or operating machinery. Most common side effect is nausea.
Quitting changed my life.
Ask your doctor if Chantix is right for you.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Call me but love. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo. My love is deep, the more I give to thee. 1,000 times good night.
Two divisional showdowns in primetime. Thursday, the Rams square off against the Seahawks. And Saturday, the Dolphins take on the Jets. Rams-Seahawks on Thursday, then Dolphins-Jets on Saturday on NFL Network.
Today's game is sponsored by the new film Sing, in theaters this Christmas.
Well, the Green Bay Packers will get ready for their next game. As you look at some injured quarterbacks, we'll get into this in a second. Torn ACL for Tannehill, just bad news for a Dolphins team on the rise, and Adam Gase, and Matthew Stafford with a torn ligament in his throwing hand. The word is he'll wear a glove the rest of the season. The Green Bay Packers have a game at Chicago next week. They have a game at home against the Vikings the following week. The Detroit Lions will be at the Giants, at the Dallas Cowboys, and then it's a Week 17 matchup between Green Bay and Detroit. So that's why we say it's right there for the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings because of the upcoming schedule for the battle in the NFC North. Green Bay beat Detroit Week 3 here at Lambeau. Here's Lockett out on the edge, trying to turn this into a big play, and it's Burnett on the tackle. Lockett gets a first down.
Meanwhile, for Seattle, this was the big game for them. As you look at their remaining games, it's a schedule that's very favorable. Of the teams that are in the hunt, theirs is probably as easy as anyone's. And, you know, having said that, none of these games are particularly easy, but this was the big test, coming in here to Lambeau and you know, playing well and finding a way to win a game against this Packers team. And this looks more like the Tampa game 2 weeks ago than what they had shown outside of that. They'd been playing some pretty good football outside of the Tampa Bay game, but Well, they just have not been very competitive. The offense struggled, and the defense, who has held them in games when they've struggled offensively, they just couldn't do it against a red-hot Aaron Rodgers.
Demarius Randall got attention on the sideline. He is up and able to jog across. Guy who's coming off groin surgery, his third game back. This is a young secondary. They don't have their top cover corner in Sam Shields, who's on IR. Played in week 1, suffered a concussion, and he's been lost. That was a big hit for Green Bay's defense. Now first down for Seattle with the ball at their own 38. Wilson guns it. Pass is caught for a first down. That's the first catch of the game for Jimmy Graham. 16-yard completion. Catch number 58 on the year. Wilson buys time and finds Lockett on the sideline with a catch of a fastball before he went out of bounds.
Well, this Packers defense and Dom Capers, they're basically in a prevent style, and they're just going to say, well, hey, 31-3, under 10 minutes to play. We're just going to keep from giving up the big play. So you're going to see Seattle, if Russell Wilson's willing to take the underneath things, they should be able to move the ball down, and then they'll try to tighten it up when they get a little bit closer. But there'll be some yards picked up. This defense has really up to this point has done a heck of a job.
Now Wilson out to his right. Here's Lockett. First down inside the 35 to the 33. And now they're marking back at the 34, a gain of 7. Well, for those fantasy owners of Russell Wilson, you're looking at his worst of the season with 4 interceptions. A chance to maybe get some yardage and some points here down the stretch. Curse right through his hands. Kurtz was in position, went up to get it, and just missed it. Gunter in coverage.
Yeah, and this time they did man up on the outside. Press coverage with Ladarius Gunter, which is what he's best at doing. And this goes right through Kurtz's hands. It's a great opportunity. I mean, as off as Russell Wilson has been, these receivers as a whole have not been too good either.
So Wilson was quoted during the week saying, I hope it'll be a downpour of snow. A guy who finished his collegiate career at Wisconsin. He didn't get the snow during the game. Got it this morning. A cold day. Here is Collins out of the backfield. And Collins going to take it to the 21. Here's how we walked into the stadium. We got here early enough. And the crew doing their great job as they always do. 9 o'clock here Central Time. And boy, the field was in great condition. Covered during the snowstorm.
Yeah, it really was. The groundskeeping crew, they did a heck of a job keeping this field ready to be played on.
Here's one to the end zone. Passes caught for the touchdown. McEvoy. And McEvoy's been thrown to twice, and on a day where Russell Wilson has had 3 drops. It's the young rookie McEvoy. Catch, right foot, left foot down, and he secures it going to the ground. That's a heck of a grab by McEvoy, his second touchdown.
You see Demarius Randall, they were in a 2-deep look, and Clinton Dix, he just was not able to get over the top in time. You're right, McEvoy, they've gone to him now a couple of times. He makes a nice catch. More importantly, he's able to establish himself in the end zone for the touchdown.
Two Wisconsin Badgers on a cold day hooking up in Lambeau. With number 3, Russell Wilson finding the rookie McEvoy, and it's a 21-point game at Lambeau.
Alexa, ask Uber for a ride.
Alexa, pause. Alexa, resume.
Alexa, ask 1-800-Flowers to order Tina Roses.
Okay.
This holiday season,
What if all we have is love?
experience the event that will make you believe in holiday miracles.
Life's a gift, and you're wasting it.
It's the most moving film of the year.
I promise you, I'm not gonna give up.
Collateral Beauty. Rated PG-13.
This is a 21-point game now. 8:21 left. Seattle had to use a timeout on special teams, defending a punt on 4th and 1. Packers right now are at least ready for an onside kick try. But I'll go back to what you said, and I think you're exactly right. It was early to pull Aaron Rodgers out. It just leads you to believe that injury is more the reason as opposed to scoreboard for Aaron Rodgers being in that position as opposed to getting ready with his helmet on to come out and play. It's going to be in the hands of Brett Hundley. Seattle looks like they're going to try the onside kick. And it's recovered. What Bostic couldn't do, the current tight end Richard Rodgers can do. Sorry, Brandon Bostic. We got to keep talking about that. Here is Packers against the Seahawks in 2014, and this poor guy, everything that happened before and after, none of it mattered if Bostic comes down with that onside kick. It was recovered by Seattle. They ended up winning it in overtime on a 35-yarder to Jermaine Kearse.
I don't know that we even needed to show that or you even needed to comment on it. As soon as everyone saw Seattle going to the onside kick, immediately they were brought back to that moment.
Bad. I'm sorry.
Well, that was, you feel terrible for
Richie Zions, our producer. So now from the 44.
Green 18!
See how Hundley does. He hands off and it's Michael spinning. What a run, gets 9. And he shows a burst, and he'd like to show his team that they made a mistake not once but twice getting rid of him.
Yeah, and I really expected coming into this game that, and they did get him the ball a little bit early. Aaron Rodgers was just so, on his game throwing the football that kind of went that route. But I really expected Christine Michael to get some opportunities early and do well because of the motivation of playing against his former team, and I expected him to have a pretty good game, and that was a nice run there, and we see some of the things that he could do, and then he has that other element of him that he'll go the wrong way as he did in this game, and that's the maddening part about his game.
Here's Ripkowski trying to fight for the first down, and they're going to blow the whistle before he gets it by about a half yard. That play was long since dead as Chancellor comes out of there with a football.
Well, Ripkowski, I mean, you think about all the backs that the Packers have had just this year in trying to establish somebody. And, of course, Eddie Lacy and James Starks, and then they have Don Jackson. They trade with Kansas City, which they never do in season, for Niles Davis, Ty Montgomery, and, Kristen Mike, and now Aaron Ripkowski, a fullback. He comes into this game with 22 carries, and that's some kind of record for a fullback.
Here he is again, and Ripkowski depends on where they mark it. The near officials running in inches inside the 35 is going to be 4th down, and it is. Might have lost a little bit of real estate. And it's 4th down.
I would expect Mike McCarthy to go for it here, which he will. Not going to pick up much if you punt and see if you can't just pick up this first down, and had a couple opportunities and haven't been able to get it. Be able to milk this clock down even more if they're able to pick it up.
If it's Rodgers, you're thinking hard count too.
Green 18! Green 18!
You snap it. It's Michael, and a stop by the Seattle defense. Cam Chancellor comes through to make a play, and a turnover on downs.
So they pull Lane Taylor, the guard, and Cam Chancellor, he just takes it on and fights through the block and makes a play on Kristen Michael. That's an excellent job by the all-pro strong safety Cam Chancellor.
Aaron Rodgers, by the way, 18 completions, 246 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Nearly a perfect quarterback rating. And these two quarterbacks that started the day, the only two in the history of the NFL with a career quarterback rating of over 100. And it's looked like that, Troy, for number 12. It hasn't to this point for number 3.
Well, the first 6 games, not that great for Aaron Rodgers. The last 7 games, 22 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. I mean, for a guy who they have said has been off this year, he's been terrific.
Set up a screen, and here's another pick. Micah Hyde. 5th of the game. Troymaine Pope was the target, off of him and into the arms of Hyde. His first of the year.
Well, this one's on Russell Wilson. This is a high throw, and you take a look at the previous interceptions he's thrown. That was a great play there by Morgan Burnett, who was just in a great position. But then the other one, excellent play, Demarius Randall, and the one, of course, that was dropped by Doug Baldwin here. But this last interception, this is a ball that should have been brought down. It's up high, and it gets deflected, and the interception by Micah Hyde.
A 5 interception game, that's a career high for Russell Wilson.
Now, just when Packer fans started to get just a little bit nervous, Micah Hyde's there to calm everybody down.
So Green Bay will take over at the 19, and we should see plenty of handoffs. Ty Montgomery in the backfield with Brett Hundley. A little toss to Janis. And end around. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Yeah, this is going to show a touchdown for Jeff Janis, but you watch Davante Adams out here, a wide receiver, and the job that he does on Richard Sherman, and here it is here. This is an excellent job by him, and he just sticks with it. And Brian Bulaga, the right tackle, he makes a point of running all the way over to Davante Adams to congratulate him and tell him job well done. And how about that defense? This is a big-time win for this Green Bay team, and I think both of these teams are dangerous because of their veteran quarterbacks and what they've experienced over the years. You know, both these teams at times have started out slow and they come on strong at the end of the year going into the postseason. This Packers team right now, the way that they've been able to play the last 3 weeks, is slowly becoming a dangerous team if they're able to get into the postseason.
Hyde set it up, and Janis gets it on that little toss on an end around. Now the extra point. There was a penalty on the play against Seattle. You can hear Walt Coleman say that it'll be assessed on the kickoff. We'll look ahead to next week, week 15 around the National Football League. It starts with Fox NFL kickoff at 11 a.m. Eastern. And Fox NFL Sunday leads into these matchups. The Lions and the Giants will be there for that one. Packers and Bears, Eagles and Ravens, then late 49ers and Falcons, Saints and Cardinals. The battle for the NFC North, and that'll be fun to watch over the last 3 weeks of the season, and it is wide open despite the lead, which is 2 games for the Lions over the Vikings and the Packers because of all the head-to-head matchups. The Lions at the Giants, at Dallas. They end the year with Green Bay. That could be for the division. And then the Vikings. Don't forget about Minnesota at home against Indy, at Green Bay, at home against Chicago. So they've got a favorable schedule with that head-to-head with Green Bay coming up in 2 weeks. And we're told you the Packers have Chicago, Minnesota, Detroit to finish their year. Meanwhile, Seattle, they'll lick their wounds and go home, and they have a game coming up on Thursday at home against the Rams, who are getting shut out in an ugly game with all the talk around Jeff Fisher Les Snead, contract extension. Will he survive their first year in Los Angeles? By the way, the penalty that's assessed on the kickoff was against Green Bay and Clinton-Dix on the celebration. So it moves Crosby back. Good kickoff. Lockett back from inside the 5. Flag on the play and Lockett down just shy of the 40. Mason Crosby with a form tackle. And there's now another flag on the field. How about Mason with a strong tackle?
During the return, holding number 41 return team, 10-yard penalty, first down.
We're going to get Dewey McDonald. Speaking of celebrating, the only celebrating that the Seahawks have been able to do is because of the Sounders win last night. They share their stadium with the Seattle Sounders. What a job that ownership group has done in Seattle, both NFL-wise and MLS play, and that win over Toronto for the MLS championship. And you can see how much these Seattle Seahawks players are involved with that, watching it in a meeting room and reacting as they want it. So congratulations to the Sounders.
That was fun to watch. That was a heck of a game. Congratulations to them. Awesome.
Well, for the defense for Green Bay, 5 interception game, first time since '06. Against their division rival Chicago. Handoff here is to Troymaine Pope. Pope, who is not a big guy, listed at 5'8", 205, is slow to get up. And this guy just got back and got healthy, and now he's down in a 28-point game. 12-yard run by Pope. We'll take a timeout. 5:17 left. All Green Bay tonight.
Wow, you look so cute, and you are all welcome. Look at these Old Navy pajamas. Homemade hors d'oeuvres? Nobody cares. As I was saying before my sister rudely interrupted, I don't know why I'm so disgustingly generous by giving you guys luxurious pajamas from Old Navy.
Thank you.
I don't want to make you feel bad, but I was like...
You told me that the entire store was up to 60% off at Old Navy. Those pants were $7.
New game, truth or dare. Should I crawl around like a cat? Meow. Meow.
It's the holidays at Verizon, and the best deals are on the best network. With no surprise overages, you can use your data worry-free, and even carry over the data you don't use. And right now, get 4 lines and 20 gigs for only $40 per line. You'll even get the Samsung Galaxy S7, the Pixel, phone by Google, or the Moto Z Droid for only $10 per month. Hurry, these offers end soon. Get the best deals and the best network, only on Verizon.
Hey, what's up? I'm Hannibal. I'm about to use Samsung Pay to check out at the grocery store.
How you doing, boss?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, all right. You got a rewards card with us?
Got it right here on my phone.
Well, I don't think that's gonna work.
It worked.
Oh.
Be paying with my phone, too.
All right.
Yep.
That's a lot of juice.
I didn't come here for judgment.
Can we cut?
Turn your phone into your wallet with Samsung Pay.
Saturday, coming off a huge win, Paige Van Zandt is ready for her next big challenge against karate master Michelle Watterson. And in a clash of styles and personalities, Sage Northcutt battles Mickey Gall. Plus, it's the final fight for UFC legend Uriah Faber. UFC Fight Night, Saturday, 8 Eastern on Fox. Or watch it live on Fox Sports Go. 27 degrees at the start of the game. Probably low 20s by now. Those who have packed into Lambeau Field with Packer colors on have had all the fun. Here's Alex Collins. Collins gets 2. Well, we welcome in a new audience. The 38 points put up by Green Bay, a season high for the Packers, and the 38 points put up against Seattle. A season high against this Seattle defense. The story of the game, 5 Russell Wilson interceptions. No turnovers for Green Bay. Packers came into this game at -5 in the turnover ratio for the season. They're back to even in one game. Here's Collins. And Collins is going to fight for a first down. If you're just joining us, here's a recap. Aaron Rodgers was hot early and stayed hot throughout. He's thrown 2 touchdowns to Jordy Nelson. Meanwhile, Russell Wilson has had some drops that have ended up as interceptions. Some on him, some on the receivers. He has been under fire. And, well, we saw Aaron Rodgers. This might be the biggest story of the day coming out of this, is how healthy is Aaron Rodgers. Alex Collins just got popped.
I think we ought to give credit to Dom Capers and the job that he's done and the job that this defense has done. You think about it, they were without Nick Perry today, and one of their best players, a guy who's having a heck of a season. Clay Matthews has played very little, very few snaps in this game, playing with one arm when he has been out there. And of course the injuries that they've had at corner, and yet they've gone up against a really red-hot offense coming into this game, and they've held up well. And of course the takeaways that have been hard to come by for this defense, but they needed them to show up, and boy did they ever. And what a heck of a performance by that unit.
28-point game. Aaron Rodgers is on the sideline, and Clay Matthews with his bad shoulder. And the guy who's missed 4 games because of 2 different hamstring injuries still out there. And the guy Julius Peppers, who is now number 5 on the all-time sack list, and who turns 37 next month, and who's at the end of a 3-year contract out there as well. 3rd and 9. Wilson slings it. Pass is caught. That's McEvoy. He's got a touchdown in this game. Now he's got his 2nd first down of this game. That one good for 15.
Well, Clay Matthews, as I said earlier, I have great respect for him, and he has battled through a number of injuries. He's had hamstring issues, broken hand, of course now the shoulder, and as Mike McCarthy told us yesterday, that shoulder injury is significant. The fact that he's even giving anything out there on the field is pretty impressive. Pretty amazing what a lot of these guys battle through to play.
Over the middle, pass is caught by Collins. He will rumble for a first down and take us to the 2-minute warning here at Lambeau Field. 1:56 to go. 28-point Green Bay lead.
Here's your cue. Go, go, go.
Cut. Good job, everybody. But I feel like we're missing something. Something special.
What about a star? Somebody looking for a star? This was just sitting out front.
There's a world that keeps spinning. Life goes on and on. That's special result. That's special result. That's special result.
I have a way better deal here. 10 nuggets for $1.49. I think 2 full Whopper meals for $10 is clearly the better deal. He wears glasses and he can't see which is the better deal. You want these glasses? No, I don't.
Get 2 Whopper meals for $10 or 10 nuggets for $1.49. Only at Burger King.
The only way the Cowboys lose is if Jerry Jones beats
Jerry
him.
just can't help himself.
Are you kidding me? Put a sock in it.
America's fastest growing sports show. Undisputed tomorrow on FS1.
Hyundai presents the better drive of the week. Needing a comeback drive in the 4th quarter last week, the Cardinals got one with completions to tight ends Darren Fells and Jermaine Gresham. Arizona then got the go-ahead score on a 25-yard catch and run for a touchdown by David Johnson and would go on to earn the win. Brought to you by Hyundai, official sponsor of the NFL. Better drives us.
Today's game is sponsored by Target. Expect more, pay less.
Trevon Boykin will take over at quarterback, and Mike McCarthy having fun on the sideline. He's called a great game. He's been really balanced, pass and run. Since 2009, his Packers will now go to 26-9 in December and January in the regular season. His teams know how to win down the stretch. Boykin takes over. Handoff is to Collins on first down for a yard and a half.
Well, I think a lot of people were a little surprised a year ago when Mike gave up play calling responsibilities and he took over again, mid-season. And I do think he's one of the really good play callers in this game. And I don't know that we'll ever see him give that up again. But I know in visiting with him yesterday, you could just tell he was confident. He said, if we don't turn the ball over, we'll win this game. He liked the matchups, and then in further conversation, he acknowledged that, hey, the injuries have been a challenge. It's part of the game, it's part of this league, but he really likes this team, and it's just a matter of whether or not they can get in the tournament. But if Aaron Rodgers is healthy and they do get into January, they're always going to be a tough out because of the experience that they have, and that's a lot of the confidence that they have as a team starts with Mike McCarthy.
Pass interference, offense, number 10, 10-yard penalty, still second down.
They get Paul Richardson for offensive pass interference. Yeah, he's been a guy that has been in control here since 2006, and when I say in control, I really mean in control. We talked to all these head coaches around the NFL, and I can't think of anybody. Now, we don't spend a lot of time with Bill Belichick of the New England Patriots, but in the NFC side, I can't think of anybody who is more in control of his personnel. Ted Thompson, the general manager, Mark Murphy, the terrific president. Here's a fumble, another turnover. 6-0 in the turnover department in favor of the Green Bay Packers. But this Mike McCarthy can coach, and if the Green Bay Packers, there was some talk there for a while that he was under fire, there'd be a lot of teams lined up to sign Mike McCarthy to take over their head coaching position if he ever got loose.
Well, you're right about that. I mean, he's got a heck of a resume, and he finds ways to win games, and you just can't ever count them out. And I think that he and the relationship and the way that he's been able to work with Aaron Rodgers, and I think all head coaches and quarterbacks have their moments when you struggle a little bit within that relationship, but I think he's a guy who really knows offensive football and what's best for his team. And like you said, I think he's really got his fingers on the pulse for this entire program and how he sees building a championship team.
And I think he's able to evolve. By the way, that fumble was forced by Christian Ringo. He's changed the way he's done things. His practice week, the OT presented by Lowe's, is coming up following game action here at Lambeau. Look, back in 2010 when Mike McCarthy and the Packers won it all in Super Bowl 45, they had to win against the Giants in week 16. They had to beat the Bears here at home in week 17. They did both of that, and then they went through Philadelphia. They went through Atlanta, they went through Chicago, and then they beat the Steelers in the Super Bowl. They know how to win down the stretch. Now, they're going to need a little bit of help, but they're dangerous.
And they're going to need a healthy number 12, and I guess we'll learn in time as to just how serious that injury might be.
You see that mark for Aaron Rodgers. 15 straight wins at home in December. He's now 16-2 overall. He hasn't lost at home in December since his first year starting in 08. And he's been dominant over that stretch. We'll wrap it up when we come back after this break. Green Bay wins it by 28 over Seattle.
It's another fast and furious college season.
Temple battles #1 Villanova. Tuesday at 7 Eastern on FS1.
Brought to you in part by Global Auto Sales. Brought to you in part by Steve's Hometown Chevrolet.
Today's Stat Insights, powered by Amazon Web Services for Seattle. Most turnovers for a Seahawks team since 2000 against Miami. And for the Packers defense, 5 interceptions today, the most since 2006. How about Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers has won 15 straight at home in December. And over that stretch, 37 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. How healthy is he? That's a question. The OT coming up right now.
It's week 14 in the NFL, and not rain or snow will stop the playoff race. In the AFC, Pittsburgh's Killer Bees look to ice the Bills in Buffalo. The Titans, Texans, and Colts battle for first place in the South, while the Broncos were fighting mad. In the NFC, the Redskins and Lions had a couple of divisional Donnybrooks. The Falcons and Bucks tried to keep pace in the NASCAR division, and the Seahawks went for the NFC West clincher against the Packers. The OT, sponsored by Lowe's, starts right now.
The OT, presented by Lowe's. Lowe's, never stop improving.
8-10 win by the Green Bay Packers, as Joe Buck said. About the only question is how healthy is Aaron Rodgers going forward. This was a dominating performance by the Packers, and one really, when you take a look at it, the way Seattle played last week, you thought maybe they had turned themselves around there, Howie. They didn't have a shot in this game.
You know, we talked about it in the pregame that Green Bay was starting to find its rhythm offensively, hitting some of those explosive plays that had been missing throughout the course of the year. But to me, the story of the day was Green Bay's defense. Their front seven applying pressure, constantly pushing on Russell Wilson, forcing him into 5 interceptions, 6 turnovers total. To me, they were dominant. It was almost like they were in Seattle's huddle, and I can't. This is not the Seattle team we saw. We talked about that corner. We waited for them to turn. They just haven't turned the corner yet. In Green Bay, now they're 2-4-1 on the road, Seattle. So that says a lot about who they are right now. The facts are you are who you are.
Yeah, I think that's a big point. Everybody talking about Seattle being one of the better teams in the league. When you look at their road record and how poorly they have played on the road, they haven't scored touchdowns on the road. The other thing, too, about the game today, really, going into the game, Green Bay had been the team that had turned it over more than Seattle. Seattle actually had protected the ball fairly well going into today. But 6 turnovers versus 0 turnovers for Green Bay, you got no shot.
Yeah, and also when you have Aaron Rodgers heating up and playing the way that he's been playing the last few games, and here he is with the pocket presence, feeling the pressure, just rolling out to his right, giving himself a little bit more time to get the ball down the field and just lets it go on a rope to Davante Adams, who makes a guy miss a tackle and goes in for the touchdown. Another play here, gets it to Jordy Nelson right there at the goal line and gets it in. And here he knows how to slide around the pocket, stay around his protectors, giving him enough time to find Jordy Nelson in the end zone there as well, with great hand catch in that cold weather. And the Green Bay Packers are hot.
All right, we'll talk about the hot Tampa Bay Buccaneers when we continue with the OT presented by Lowe's. Stick around.
That's not good. Alexa, lower the temperature.
Okay.
Honey, kids shouldn't come in here.
Alexa, what's the weather like in Miami? Right now in Miami, Florida, it's 78 degrees.
Santa? Alexa, turn off the lights.
Okay.
I can still see you.
The Season of Adventure sales event is happening now. Land Rover, above and beyond.
We've got some pretty extraordinary fans at Domino's. That's why we created Piece of the Pie Rewards, a rewards program that's anything but ordinary. You can earn a free pizza after just 6 online orders of $10 or more. Some folks will even have a chance to get 10 shares of Domino's stock or $10,000 in store profits. Learn how to get your piece of the pie at Domino's.com.
It's in the heartbeat, it's in the real thing. You can't make it up. It's in your soul deep. It's in the stars, the stripes, this dirt on my feet. The well of my
Not everyone can be an all-pro like Jason Witten, but anyone could save money with Geico.
You're here to buy a used car, truck, SUV. That's smart. TrueCar can help. It's great for finding a new car, but you already knew that. It's also great for finding the perfect used car. You'll see what a fair price is, and you can connect with a TrueCar certified dealer. So no matter what you're looking for, there it is. This is how buying a used car should be. This is TrueCar.
No one celebrates the holidays like Fox Sunday.
Don't worry, Ralphie. I'll shoot you off of there.
Yay! Oh! Holy!
Slamming pantsuit.
Sunday night!
I'm alive! Don't tell my ex-wife.
Simpsons, Son of Zorn, Family Guy, and The Last Man on Earth. All new Fox Sunday.
Am I really heavier than you? I gotta take control.
Starts tonight at 8, 7 Central, only on Fox.
The OT, presented by Lowe's. Lowe's, never stop improving.
Back here on the OT presented by Lowe's, time to roll through the highlights here in Week 14, starting with that one-sided affair in Green Bay. TV, you want to do highlights with us here? Aaron Rodgers hooking up with Jordy Nelson. 9-yard score, 21-9 at that point. And then, well, this is the kind of day it was for Russell Wilson. He threw 5 interceptions. Not all were his fault, but in the end, 38-10 is the final. Green Bay takes care of Seattle. Meanwhile, Tampa trying to stay tied with Atlanta for first place in the NFC South.
Jameis Winston getting them all fired up. Second quarter, Doug Martin wanted to go outside, saw the crease down the middle, dove through it, 1-yard touchdown, 10-3 Tampa Bay. Then Brees' pass is picked off. Back, set up. Second week in a row that Drew Brees has had 3 interceptions without throwing a single touchdown pass. 16-11, Tampa Bay takes care of the New Orleans Saints.
Meanwhile, Atlanta wins 42-14, so Atlanta and Tampa still tied at 8-5 atop the South. The Jets come back from 14-0 down to hand San Francisco. It's 12th straight loss, winning in overtime 23-17.
All right, Washington at Philadelphia. Fourth quarter, Chris Thompson breaks the tackle, takes it in from 25 yards out. Great field presence, great speed. Taken in, Redskins fail on the 2-point conversion, 27-22, Washington on top. Then under 20 seconds left in the game, Carson Wentz is sacked by Ryan Kerrigan. Fumbles, Redskins recover, Washington 27, Philadelphia 22. Cardinals at the Dolphins. Ryan Tannehill forced out with a left knee injury, torn ligament, will not play the rest of this season. Then in the fourth quarter, Matt Moore finds Kenny Steele, the 29-yard reception down to the 1-yard line. We are tied up at 23-all, and then Andrew Franks makes the 21-yarder. Game-winning field goal, Miami 26-23 over Arizona. Vikings at the Jaguars. Mike Zimmer, good to have you back, Coach, wearing that eye patch. Sam Bradford rolling right, finding the tight end Kyle Rudolph for a 3-yard touchdown. Big day for the Vikings on the road, 25-16 over the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Carolina takes care of San Diego, 28-16 the final in that one. How about Buffalo and Pittsburgh?
This is halftime. They're trying to clean the field, but the game is delayed with all the pellets and Jim Kelly. So what are you folks doing here? Le'Veon Bell over 230 yards rushing on the day, a 5-yarder here. One of the best at finding, slowing down, waiting for the hole to open up, then bursting through. Big day for Le'Veon, 27-20. Steelers beat the Buffalo Bills.
Meanwhile, the Lions get their 5th straight win, knocking off the Bears 20-17. Tennessee takes care of the Broncos, winning 13-10. They stay tied atop the AFC South with the Houston Texans, who beat Indianapolis today, 22-17 the final in that one. Cincinnati keeps Cleveland winless on the season. Browns now 0-13 at 23-10 the final in that one. Now, today's top performer brought to you by Dodge. Who else? Le'Veon Bell He went dashing through the snow in Buffalo for a Steelers record 236 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns in the Steelers' 4th straight win of the season. They take care of the Bills. Top performer brought to you by Dodge, domestic, not domesticated. And here's a look at the up-to-the-minute AFC playoff picture. Pittsburgh moves into that 3 slot right now because Baltimore does not play until Monday night. Baltimore owns the tiebreaker between those two head-to-head. Meanwhile, in the NFC, the big switch really is at number 2. As of now, the Lions move ahead of the Seahawks because of the Seahawks loss and Detroit's 5th straight win. They would own the first-round bye if the playoffs began today, which of course it doesn't because there's still 3 more exciting weeks left in the season. When we wrap this thing up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers being the playoffs, they're doing their best to get there. They've now won 5 straight games. We'll get into their locker room and check out that victorious team and teams on the plane as they fly home tonight.
What happens? They're big Root Dog, another win, baby. Yeah, scored in the 4th quarter to seal the deal. Yeah, there we go. Let's go, Vikes.
Yeah, you know, we on the plane after the big dub, you know. We headed back to Pittsburgh, you know. We got Stephon Tuitt, Rob G,
yeah, baby.
You know, Cam, LG, you know.
And the king, hey, Instagram, F2 it.
Instagram. Yeah, knock out the king, though. We got, you know, we got nowhere, you know, we on the plane, we feeling good.
Yeah, baby, still a nation, here we go.
Give your home the gift of huge holiday deals right now at Lowe's, like this Cobalt 175-piece mechanics tool set for only $99. Plus, get this DeWalt 20-volt max brushless drill with soft case for only $119. Save on everything you need to make your home happy at Lowe's.
Viagra single packs, so guys with ED can take Viagra when they need it.
Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain or Adempas for pulmonary hypertension. Your blood pressure could drop to an unsafe level. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing.
Ask your doctor about Viagra single packs.
Give your home the gift of huge holiday deals right now at Lowe's. Like up to 30% off select holiday items. Plus, get fresh-cut Christmas trees starting at only $29.98. Save big on everything you need to make your home happy right now at Lowe's.
I catch passes in below freezing temperatures. In Pittsburgh, in December, that's what it takes to earn the right to wear this gear.
Excuse me, Mr. Green. I got that same gear for my grandson at NFLshop.com.
You have wonderful taste.
Thank you.
The best place to get authentic NFL gear this holiday, NFLshop.com.
No one celebrates the holidays like Fox Sunday.
Don't worry, Ralphie. I'll shoot you off of there.
Yay! Oh. Holy slamming pantsuit. Sunday night.
I'm alive! Oh, don't tell my ex-wife.
Simpsons, Son of Zorn, Family Guy, and The Last Man on Earth. All new Fox Sunday.
Am I really heavier than you? I gotta take control.
It all starts tonight at 7 p.m. on Fox 9.
The power to heal, to help change someone's life. You already have most of what you need to turn that power into a fulfilling career. You just need to learn how to use that power. That's where Carrington College comes in. Classes in our massage therapy program start soon. Find out how to put that power to work. Call 877-777-1508 or visit carrington.edu today.
It's the holidays at Verizon, and the best deals are on the best network. With no surprise overages, you can use your data worry-free, and even carry over the data you don't use. And right now, get 4 lines and 20 gigs for only $40 per line. You'll even get the Samsung Galaxy S7, the Pixel, phone by Google, or the Moto Z Droid for only $10 per month. Hurry, these offers end soon. Get the best deals and the best network, only on Verizon.
The OT is presented by Lowe's.
Well, the frozen tundra was red hot for the Green Bay Packers today. They get the 38-10 win. We'll find out about Aaron Rodgers right now as he spoke to Aaron Andrews after the game.
Well, everybody's smiling right now, but none of this matters moving forward unless you're okay. What happened?
I hurt my calf on the first third down of the game. Probably just overcompensating on the opposite leg from the hamstring. So it's going to be a long week of rehab, but definitely going to feel good tonight.
But you're smiling, so how concerned are you moving forward with this injury?
This time I'm not going to miss the game, so I'm going to be out there. It's going to be a tough week of rehab for sure, but I'm just excited for these guys. Our defense was incredible tonight, and the offensive line obviously dominated the game up front. Guys made some plays outside.
Aaron, the vibe just seems so much better with you guys versus 4 to 5 weeks ago. What's changed with the offense?
Well, people forgot about us a few weeks ago. So we want to remind them that we still have a talented group. We're coming together. We're sticking together. You know, when everybody's trying to pull us apart at 4 and 6, we stuck together. There's a lot to be said for the character of this football team and the leadership, and I'm proud of these guys tonight, the way we came out and performed. You know, we held serve at home. Now we got to go on the road and beat Chicago.
Thanks for doing this. Take care of the leg.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. That left hamstring, no big thing. Quarterback sits back in that pocket. He has great ability to bounce around. The right calf is exactly a byproduct of giving in to the left hamstring. The right calf is more of a concern for a quarterback than the left hamstring because you push off and that calf is painful. We'll see. I mean, he can play.
Movement's such a big part of his game.
Yeah, exactly. What just the running part is what got him hurt today.
Well,
right
just sliding in the pocket.
Yeah. They need him going forward. Green Bay has now won 3 in a row. If you look at the NFC, the hottest teams in the league are all in the NFC. Dallas, who has won 11 straight, they can wrap up the NFC East. And because Seattle lost a first-round bye, if they win against the Giants tonight, they've won 11 straight. The Detroit Lions have won 5 in a row. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they've also won 5 straight.
All right, guys, hey, once again, great job hanging in there. Things went against us at times today. Good teams find a way no matter what. Good teams find a way. They can't say we're not a good team anymore. That's 5 in a row.
We just getting started. We got a lot of football left to be played. You know how we do, family on 3, family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
That was a hell of a job. Keep it going. Again, we take it one at a time. You guys are off tomorrow. You guys are off Tuesday. We'll see you Wednesday at 8 a.m. Remember, this is a Monday night game getting ready to come up against the Redskins. Guys, everything we intend to do is go out and win.
Heather, just to look at how the day wrapped up for a couple of teams around the league. Jay Glazer got our day started by breaking a big story that the Giants actually informed the league about 2 footballs from their game last week against Pittsburgh that they say may have been deflated. Now, Jay, the NFL says no formal complaint was filed. Where does this thing stand right now?
Kurt, as we said this morning, man, our long national nightmare. We thought it was over. It continued when the Giants did inform the league last week that they had 2 footballs they took away from the Steelers they thought were deflated. And look, there was no formal complaint filed here or in the first Deflategate story as well. Pittsburgh Steelers said, hey, we'll comply with whatever you want to. Again, the New York Giants, though, did inform the league that there were 2 footballs. Hopefully, this doesn't go anywhere after this, but it's up to the league right now. All right, let's switch gears now. You heard about Aaron Rodgers with his injury. 2 other injured quarterbacks today as well. Ryan Tannehill, the streaking Miami Dolphins head coach Adam Gase, said he fears that Tannehill has torn his ACL. If that's the case, he'll be done for the year. And also, in that same division as the Green Bay Packers, you have Matthew Stafford, who actually dislocated the middle finger of his hand, but he's going to play with it a la Derek Carr. Tape it up, put a glove on it. He'll continue down the stretch.
All right, guys, as we say goodbye, how about who won the day? Start with you, Jimmy.
Well, I'm going to stay with Matthew Stafford. You know, he set a record as far as the comebacks, 8 comebacks in the fourth quarter. He's shown great leadership with that Detroit Lions team and coming from behind, and they're at the top of their division.
I'm going to go with Green Bay. A lot of talk about their offense coming alive last few weeks. But really, today was about their defense. A lot of injuries in the secondary. Clay Matthews been injured this year, but they stopped the Seattle offense that put up 50 points last week, 500 yards. So great job by the defense.
I'm going to go young pass rusher Vic Beasley. 3 sacks, 1 strip.
Playing well.
1 touchdown, almost an injury in the end zone celebrating. Be careful, young man. Dwight Freeney's had a great impact on him.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to go Jimmy, throw some love out there to those coaches. I think Mike Smith, the defensive coordinator for Tampa, in that 5-game winning streak, this defense has stepped up. And believe you or not, if things change in Jacksonville with their head coaching job, I got a feeling this is the guy that's going to take his place.
Did you ever celebrate when you made a sack?
Jimmy broke, not anything like that. I'm hard to kill on the ground. I don't go off the ground.
Hey, how about the Pittsburgh Steelers? Your Steelers have won 4 in a row. They're among the hot teams in the league. We'll talk about Week 15 when we see you again for the pregame show next Sunday. It's Chevy's most dependable plays of the day. It's the season for giving and receiving, as Week 14 proved to be another crucial week for those teams fighting for playoff position. The Dolphins and the Steelers weathered the storm, while the Packers kept pace on a frigid day at Lambeau.
Fox Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League. For NFL news and highlights, go to NFL.com.